Step challenges are very popular and for good reason. Walking is good for you, easy to understand, and fitness trackers are pretty good at capturing the data. However, there is more to wellness than steps. What to do? Run a multiple activity challenge. With a multiple activity challenge, you can include various activities throughout the wellness spectrum, such as mindfulness, hydration, nutrition, strength, flexibility, and yes, even steps. Not only do your participants become healthier, but your participation rates increase since your distance runners will not just automatically win. Creating a multiple activity challenge using ChallengeRunner is very straightforward. First, create your challenge which acts as a wrapper for your activities. Then, simply include one or more additional activities to the challenge. The most important part of creating a challenge with multiple activities is setting up a point system where one activity does not overshadow others. For instance, a hydration activity that awards up to 10 points a day should not be used with a walking activity that awards 1 point for each step. To make this work, you can set a very low multiplier like 0.001 for the steps activity or a very high multiplier like 1000 for the hydration activity. For the purposes of this demo, I will start by creating a simple walking challenge. After logging in as a challenge admin, click the Create Challenge button. Select the Generate a Walking Challenge option and click Next. Click Next twice to select the default options and then select a start and end date. Click Finish when ready. Now that the walking challenge has been created, let's add a second activity. ChallengeRunner can handle any activity that you would like to track. For this demo, let's use a simple hydration question. Click the Add Activity button in the Activities panel. We are using trackers to collect step data, so we will click Next when asked if we want to add a tracker-based activity. Then we will enter the hydration question, drank at least 4 glasses of water, and select the True/False field type. Click Next. Click Next twice to accept the default options. Then select option Activity Points must be modified to obtain challenge points. In the provided box, enter the multiplier used to change the data entered for the activity into points on the leaderboard. By default, a true/false question awards 1 point for an answer of true and 0 points for false. In this case, I entered 4,000 so that participants will receive 4,000 points every day they select that they drank at least 4 glasses of water. Click Next to accept the default option. Finally, enter the start and end dates for this activity. They can be the same as the other activities, or you can add some variety to your challenge using different dates to create activities that change daily, weekly, or however you like. The overall challenge begins when the earliest activity starts and ends when the latest activity finishes. Inevitably, you will need to make changes to your activities after they have been created. For demo purposes, let's say that we want only to give 3,000 points every time a user selects the hydration option, and we also want to extend the end date. Click the Edit Challenge button next to the challenge name. Enter the new point multiplier next to the activity name at the bottom of the pop-up. It is also possible to set the total maximum points for this activity, as well as a bonus trigger and bonus points. As an example, you might want to set a bonus trigger for an activity that, if participants reach a certain point level, you award them with an additional number of bonus points. Click the Edit Activity button next to the activity name. You can change the start and end dates at the bottom of the pop-up. However, after the start date has been crossed and participants have entered data, it can no longer be changed. This screen also allows you to set the option to display a leaderboard for just this activity to participants. This option allows you to present awards based on activity winners. The admin always can see activity leaderboards even if this option is not selected. After adding any additional activities, we would use the Add Participants button in the Participants panel to invite our users to the challenge. For the purposes of this demo, I will assume that this already has been done and my participants have joined the challenge. Most admins have the ability to view and edit user data. Click the Switch to User View button. Choose the first user from the Select Participant dropdown and enter some data for them. Notice that the leaderboard is updated every few seconds after entering data with a color-coded legend for each activity. Please note that only admins have a Switch to Admin View button and a Select Participant dropdown. After adding in a little more data for some of our participants, click the Steps Walked link to view the activity leaderboard. In the new Activity Leaderboard pop-up, you can see how many participants rank for the selected activity only. An additional feature of this pop-up is the View Entries button that allows the participant to see all of their entries for the activity by date. Thank you for viewing this demonstration of a multiple activity challenge with ChallengeRunner. For more information, please navigate to challengerunner.com/blog/maximize participation or use the QR code.